Hi, and welcome to another episode of Talking Football. Arsenal with 10-10, and this time around, I don't even know what we can put forth, as Arsenal, because when we feel like Arsenal is beginning to mount like a title challenge or something, they tend to crumble, and Mikel Arteta is once again, not doing everything as people would have hoped or as Arsenal fans would have hoped. Because when you look at the performances of the team, Arsenal is just scrapping results here and then. I know that a few people would say it's because of the injuries, it's because of the players he can be able to put out there. But I would beg to differ because before the start of the season, I should maybe suppose that Arteta was very much aware of the fact that Arsenal were a striker shy. They were very much aware of the fact that the team needed some reinforcements, and we bought Moreno. Also, it's been 17 or probably 18 days since the January transfer window started. So I hope Arsenal were able to go to the market and do something. Looking at the fact that we're in desperate need of a striker, but when you look at the way things are going, I pity the players. I pity Kai Havertz. I pity all the attack line because the attack line is really slim. If we look at what we had yesterday, we had the likes of Leandro Trossard, we had Gabriel Martinelli, and up front we had Kai Havertz. We could barely make any changes to from the bench to be able to support the team because at some point in time we saw that the team was actually struggling. We just needed that fresh impetus, someone else to come and try to, bring forth another solution. Try to see how they can pump some energy to the team. But as it stands, I think that we are not ready. We should just accept that this season, we cannot mount any hope of a challenge for the title. At least that is already evident because Liverpool has given chances upon chances for Arsenal to be able to catch up with them, but it seems not to happen at all. Looking at the fact that yesterday Liverpool were struggling almost for 90 minutes and they had to come up with like two rapid goals from David Nunes, who came up from the bench. That's a team that when it's difficult, they have a lot of players that they can bring in, you see, to be able to assist them. When you look at Arsenal, just looking at the injury list, let me look at what we have here. Just looking at the injury list, it's really a pity. It's really a pity. I wish that Arteta could be able to, bring out something, whatsoever to be able to help the team. Califuri is out. Gabriel Jesus is out. Wanyeri is out. Saka is out for a very long time. Tomiyasu, we haven't seen him the whole season. White, there are talks that White should be back probably mid next month. But still, we cannot just hope and wait for these players to come before we try to see what to do because the team is struggling. At this point, we should be able to go to the market, spend some money to make sure that there is assistance so that these players can be helped. Because there is nothing. If you look at our bench yesterday, we had Butler Odeji. That's just a kid. I've not even heard of him. We had Jorginho, we have Kabia, we had Kakuri. No, this is not what Arsenal should. Just Sterling came in yesterday as a substitution. Aston Villa on the other side were more than capable of bringing players who turned the tie completely. They brought in players that turned the tie completely, and these struggles it frustrates it frustrates all the Arsenal fans because we know that this team can be assisted in one way or the other. This team can be helped, if things are done the right way. If Arteta just accepts that we need a striker, we don't have an out-and-out striker. Gabriel Jesus, as good as he is, it's always injury prone. We cannot rely on him. Kai Havertz is not clinical. I support Havertz so much because what he is meant to do, he does it perfectly. Havertz is not a striker. Havertz it's a workaholic for the team. He can barely play. He's hardly injured. He's always there. Availability for a player is something that counts a lot. Havertz is always there to answer present when he's called. He can chip in with the odd goals here and then. Scoring is not his stronghold. That is something which Mikel Arteta and the team are supposed to identify. Then go to the market. I doubt why Arsenal is not being linked with the likes of Victor Osimhen, because when you look at the fact that Galatasaray can actually bring Osimhen in and pay for his fee and his salary and everything, it begs, I really beg to understand that what is happening to Arsenal. That is not a striker we cannot afford. I think we should be able to afford Victor Osimhen. We should be able to afford the likes of Sesko, but Ateta keeps on saying everything. We are active in the market. We are working. The squad is thin, very thin, as you can see. Oh my God. At times you want to defend this club, but there is really no way. I don't know. A lot of fans are saying that Ateta is already out of his depth. We rely so much on corner kicks. Everybody says, "Oh yes, Arsenal is doing it. The corner is like a penalty," but that's not the Arsenal way. We would play football and try to get to the end. Create opportunities, create scoring chances, but this time around, it's just very frustrating. It's just very frustrating. If you're looking at the league table, oh, if you're looking at the standings now, let me just double check to see what we have. Yes, Liverpool is right there. Liverpool has 50 points already, and they've played just 21 games. Arsenal, on the other hand, has played 22, and they are there with 44 points. There is a possibility, okay, on goal difference, Arsenal will still be the second, because if Nottingham Forest is victorious today, that should be Nottingham Forest with Arsenal on the same points. I doubt if we want to mount a challenge, because if we really want to mount a challenge, we would not go too up at the Emirates. We see the fans frustrated because going too up at the Emirates, it's very normal that we should be able to control that game to the end. But we would not control the game. Reason being, people are out of their spots. We saw the likes of Thomas Partey playing as the right defensive player, which is just something he's out of position. It's just very normal that he could be at fault. He was at fault for the goal, but that is because we didn't get the time to refresh the squad. At some point in time, we should be able to even throw the youths, because if we bring the youths in, there is a possibility that they can do something for us. So I don't know why. I don't know why at this point Ateta is not going all in the market to say, okay, this thing, it's me going all in, because we're out of the FA Cup, which is we're dumped out of the FA Cup by Manchester United. The Carling Cup, it's already very clear that we would have mountains to climb, to go to Newcastle and turn down a 2-0 score. It's not going to be easy, but that's something which, it can be done, but it will not be easy. So looking at everything, it's just really not favoring Arsenal at the moment. Let me look at the fixtures. Arsenal upcoming Premier League fixtures. Let me see where they stand. So okay, in the Premier League next for Arsenal, Arsenal will have to let me look at the upcoming fixtures. Okay, today we have everything against Tottenham. But for Arsenal, let me see what we have. Oh my God, I don't know if this team is really, really ready. We have to go to the market and buy players. We have to buy players. It's really sickening. In as much as I want to even do this video at times, it's really hurtful to be able to support this team. Every day you're hoping, like Evra said, Arsenal is like a Netflix movie where we are always hoping that the series on Netflix are always hoping the next season, the next season, the next season, and it's crazy. So guys, I want you to put your comments down below. Let me get your thoughts. I just want to understand if we're on the same page. What do you think about the club at the moment? So peace out.